Well, thank you, President Scoggins. That's a good start to the speech, right? And also, thank you to all the friends and family who are out here joining us this morning. And to my fellow graduates, congratulations. I know you're all as excited to be here as I am right now. So now I guess I'll get started on that commencement speech. Lots of commencement speeches start with an inspirational quote, something that sets the stage for the rest of the speech. I was going to do that, and then I realized how cliche it was, so I decided to just point out how cliche it was and how original I'm being by not doing that. So I'd like you to take a moment and just appreciate that. And now that that's out of the way, here's an inspirational quote. Beneath this mask, there is an idea, Mr. Creedy, and ideas are bulletproof. Now, some of you may recognize that as a quote from the movie V for Vendetta, which I thought was an appropriately geeky enough movie to quote for this campus. But if you take a moment to think about that quote, you'll see how relevant it really is. What is it that changes the world? Ideas. And where do those ideas come from? Well, people think of them, because that's how ideas work. That was more of a rhetorical question. Now, I'm sure half of you are thoroughly confused. First I quoted a dystopian action thriller, and now I'm asking rhetorical questions. Well, to get back to the task at hand, I'll lay it out how that quote and our mind's career are truly connected. See, it's all related to what we get from minds, what benefits we gain from the 4 or more grueling years that we walk this campus. And those benefits certainly do not include making eye contact while we walk this campus. Seriously, it's like everything is more interesting than someone else's face. No, Minds gives us something much more useful than that. I'm sure some of you see where I'm going with this. I'm sure if I asked what I was talking about, some of you would stand up and shout, ideas! Which would be wrong, so it's good that I didn't ask you that. See, ideas push us forward, but giving people ideas is useless. Einstein didn't discover the theory of relativity by reading it on a Laffy Taffy wrapper. Well, he probably didn't. And if he did, we should find out who's writing on Laffy Taffy wrappers, because apparently they're freaking brilliant. We don't need ideas. We need people who can create ideas. That is what Minds gives us. The tools to construct paradigm-breaking ideas. Minds doesn't tell us what to do, and don't get me wrong, occasionally that is unbelievably frustrating. As an engineer, having vague assignment objectives is very nearly the bane of my existence. But Minds doesn't tell us what job to get or what we should do when we graduate. Minds gives us the preparation and knowledge to make these decisions by ourselves. If I were to ask how many of you owned Legos when you were a kid, I'm sure I'd see a pretty significant number of hands. If I were to ask how many of you own Legos now, there probably wouldn't be much of a difference. But when you picked up a Lego kit, you probably picked it up because it was a cool design, like an X-Wing or a Princess Castle. But how long did that X-Wing or Princess Castle stay as an X-Wing or Princess Castle? If you're anything like me, not too long. You saw the possibilities to build a new spaceship or a race car, or you simply broke it into pieces because you can't stand having nice things. Either way, we had the freedom to take all those pieces, all the little plastic bits of opportunity, and let our mind run wild. We could make anything. That is what we get by graduating from Minds. We get options. We get choices. We get the ability to take all that we've learned and throw it at the canvas of our life, giving us the creative freedom to do what we truly want to do. We have everything we need to come up with those society-changing ideas. So go out and create that next breakthrough in cell phone technology. Go out and design a portable wind turbine for hikers and backpackers. Go out and construct a car that runs solely on human kindness and smiles, which would probably get terrible mileage during finals week. So although I don't know all of you personally, I know what you're capable of. I know that you fought through the late nights, the midterms, and the group projects to be here with me today. I'd like to end with a quote from Die Hard that I believe truly embodies our emotions at finally reaching this transitional stage in our life. Yippee-ki-yay! And I can't finish that statement due to the content, but those of you who know it can agree with me. I know you all can make a difference in this world, and I can't wait to see what that difference is. Thank you.